This winter storm has touched every part of central Indiana with freezing rain, sleet, and snow.
And you know it's exactly what's happening where you live. And now our crews are showing us what you're going to see when you decide to venture out.
Yeah, we're going to begin with our Snow Team 13's Rich Nye. He spent the day in Boone County. Rich?
Yeah, good evening and welcome on board Live Doppler 13 Mobile Storm Tracker. And we are in downtown Lebanon tonight in Boone County. And we can show you these side streets, which still look not too good. Packed ice, some snow packed here. They have been plowed, but on most of the main streets and certainly the interstate is clear tonight in Boone County. But we wanted to show you that here on these side streets, still very much snow packed and ice packed from that precipitation that changed throughout the day here in Boone County. Now, we saw that precipitation turn to snow about 9:45 this morning, heading north from Indy. That same time, there was a semi jackknifed on Interstate 65 southbound on the north side at the I-465 split. And then further north here in Lebanon, the wind picked up and was the biggest nuisance for people working outside, clearing sidewalks, picking up the trash, and delivering the mail.
Well, it's changed from ice to snow to wind, and you got a variety.
So what was the worst?
Probably the snow, because the wind picked up and the snow kept coming, and you know, that's hitting you in the face as you're going one direction and pushing you in the back as you're going the other way. So, you Rich?
I am.
All right.
And Brad walked through it all today in Lebanon, coming out of the sky. If that snow stopped here about 2 o'clock, and again, most of the main streets are clear here in Live Doppler 13 Mobile Storm Tracker. We'll continue to show you the view as we head back to downtown Indianapolis tonight on Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Rich. Good to know Brad, the mailman, continued on his route.
Be careful, Rich. Well, tonight, you know, we warned you about the roads that were first covered with ice this morning.
In Putnam County, the slick conditions led to a shutdown of I-70 in one area. Our Jason Spells was out there where the roads were getting slicker. Jason?
Good afternoon, John. I'll get out of the way right now. You see I-70 eastbound flowing at a good clip. Traffic really wide open. However, take a look right in the median. There you see where a semi-trailer jackknifed earlier. You see the skid marks in the ground, and you see the guardrail completely destroyed. That was the scene on this very road just hours ago. Here's video. We were driving westbound on I-70 out of Indianapolis. We came to a stop around 2 in the afternoon. We had 2 cars slide off into a ditch. I spoke with State Highway Patrol troopers who told me in Putnam County alone they had nearly a dozen slide-offs, including 2 jackknifed tractor trailers. Once again, the roads here were slippery. Traffic came to a halt. I can tell you right now the roads are wide open, but as we continue to see later tonight with some of the snowdrift going onto the highway possibility, it could cause reduced visibility later tonight. We have much more from Putnam County coming up at 5:30. It's cold out here, guys. Difficult to talk, but the roads are clear, and that is the most important part.
Yeah, we know it's cold indeed. Thank you. Jason Spells tonight in Putnam County. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security has a graphic showing all the county travel watches and advisories. So take a look. I want to show it to you now. The counties you see here in orange are under a watch. That means the department recommends only essential travel. Those in yellow are under an advisory, meaning that roads are likely hazardous. So if you do go out, you need to use caution there. And after all the ice overnight and early this morning came the snow.
Yeah, in fact, one of the hardest hit areas is in Bartholomew County. Our Snow Team 13's Alan Carter spent the entire day in Columbus. And Alan, you know, you came to us here to Channel 13 from warm Alabama. So what do you think about all of this ice and the snow?
You know, it was cool for about the first 15 minutes maybe, but I will say this, the novelty has worn off. It's been a pretty cold and rough day. Actually, we're going in pockets right now. We got a little bit of snowfall going out in front of us. Let's go ahead and take a look. We are on 65 right now. We're heading north. We're in about Edinboro right now. We just left Columbus. We're going to be heading next up to Greensburg. But this is what the conditions look like right now on the interstate. We're going about 45 miles an hour or so. So everything is going on at a nice, good clip. But you do have to just drive a little bit slow. And, patience really the best thing to take with you today. Now, this is what we've been seeing over on the roads today. This was over in Columbus when we stopped over on the roads there. Really, the conditions were a lot worse, as you can imagine, on the roadways there in the local streets, and that's where we saw it, and we saw the cars that were sliding and skidding across the roads. You know, we can tell you all day about how dangerous and how slippery the road conditions are, but take a listen to some of the people that actually had to drive it other than us.
Pretty nasty. It's been pretty nasty.
My buddy's driving, and it's awful. We're getting sideways and everything else.
I've been out since about 10 o'clock. My daughter had a flat there on the car, and one of the other tires was bad too, so I had to put 2 on it.
Crazy. Really crazy and slippery. Yeah. Super slick.
Yeah, so those are native Indianans, Hoosiers, and they say they can't even deal with this weather. So it's really tough for anyone, even the people that are the most experienced with these roads. For me, this is a whole different ballgame. I'm just glad I'm not the one driving right now, but we're going to be checking in. We'll be back in another half hour, but I still feel bad for Brad the mailman there, guys.
So do we, but guess what? You're now officially a Hoosier. When you say the novelty has worn out, you're one of us now. Welcome.
Absolutely.
Welcome, welcome.
Shelby County also had a good dose of snow this afternoon, and it got hit hard by the ice.
Yeah, Snow Team 13's Kevin Rader found one woman who got quite a workout just trying to get into her car. Kevin.
Yeah, we should tell you that it's still snowing out here in Shelby County. I'm at I-74 westbound, the 44 exit just outside of Shelbyville, where there was a big crash here, big backup, and you still see a little bit of that backup trying to make its way westbound here. It is slow, a little slow moving here, not as fast as traffic was moving earlier. But as those two pointed out, earlier today we were out and about when I noticed someone who needed some help. Now, she didn't actually ask for help, but something about the distressed look on her face as we drove by told me that we should back up and see if she did need help. Well, good thing we did. She did not have a scraper, so we just happened to have 3 in our car, so we went to work, and believe me, if you parked outside today, you know it was a lot of work.
It's funny, when we drove by and I saw you standing there, we went by and I said, I think that expression, she needed help.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You gave that look like, I think you wanted to ask, you just didn't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I lost my ice scraper last one or what happened, but it's not in there.
I think we can probably give you one since you're up.
I got 3, yeah, if you need one.
I think she needs one.
That's okay, I was just about to go out and get one.
Oh, is that where you were going to get?
Yeah, I got a couple things I got to get taken care of, and I figured I'll just add it to the list.
I have been out here about 40 minutes, and it's just now starting to get to the point where you can use your scraper and actually get it off.
So how thick was it then?
Well, it's still all over my headlights.
It's got the snow coming later.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to try to get what I need to do done now, so that it's not... At least I can see the ice now, and I know later with all the snow, that's going to be scary.
That's when you get an idea just how smart Hoosiers are, like this pickup going by very slow. Betsy getting out early in the day to try to get stuff taken care of because she knew the worst may even be yet to come. Let's hope not, but obviously we'll stay tuned to Channel 13 to keep us updated about the weather situation. Let's go back to John and Angela.
All right, Kevin, good for you using your ice scraper to make friends. Very impressive. And with everything that's going on, this is an excellent time to download the WTHR Doppler 13 weather app to stay on top of the snow. You can zoom into your neighborhood with our fully customizable animated radar. The app is available for a free download in the Apple and Android stores.